The lights were blinding. The crowd was screaming. And Katy Perry? She was mid-air, strapped into a glittering giant insect prop, soaring above thousands of fans. But then, something went wrong. The wings stopped flapping. The cables jerked. And for the next terrifying 2 minutes, the Queen of Pop was suspended in mid-air, helpless, hanging by wires like a broken marionette doll. The audience thought it was part of the show. But behind the stage, chaos. Tech crews sprinted. Her manager screamed. And Katy? She smiled through the fear because the show had to go on. But what she did next, right there dangling from that broken bug, changed everything. This isn't just a concert fail. This is a lesson in grace under fire. Stick around because you won't believe how it ended. Subscribe to The Hidden Republic for more jaw-dropping real-life stories like this one. The night was electric. Thousands of fans had filled the stadium, waiting to witness the spectacular finale of Katy Perry's sold-out Witness tour. The lights dimmed, the music dropped, and from above, like something out of a surreal dream, Katy appeared, strapped into an enormous glittery insect prop, complete with fluttering wings and glowing eyes. It was meant to be a showstopper, a symbol of transformation, a moment her fans would never forget. And they won't, but not for the reasons she expected. As she floated above the crowd, waving, smiling, and belting out her hit song, something suddenly shifted. The prop, controlled by a complex system of cables and remote rigs, stalled midair. The wings twitched violently and then froze. For a moment, everyone assumed it was part of the choreography. But Katy's eyes darted toward the rigging team. The fear was real. She was stuck, swinging gently, high above the stage, like a broken butterfly. Backstage, panic erupted. Stagehands grabbed radios. The tech supervisor tried to override the system. Nothing worked. They couldn't bring her down safely. The show had frozen, but the cameras kept rolling. Yet right there, in the most vulnerable moment of her career, Katy did something unexpected. She laughed. Not fake laughter. Not the forced "I'm fine" kind. She genuinely cracked a joke on the mic. "Well," she said, "looks like Tinkerbell's had a few too many energy drinks tonight." The crowd roared with laughter. She started singing again, a cappella this time, floating in midair, swaying like a pop diva caught in a weird sci-fi circus. And then she began talking to the crowd, thanking them for coming, for believing in her, even sharing a personal story about overcoming fear. For those 10 minutes, she wasn't just a pop star. She was human, raw, real, and completely in control of a moment that should have humiliated her. Finally, after intense work behind the scenes, the rig jolted back to life and slowly lowered her to the stage. As her feet touched the ground, the arena erupted. Not just for the music, but for the way she turned failure into fire. Later, in interviews, she called it one of the most terrifying and liberating moments of her life. The incident went viral. Memes were made. Headlines ran. But what fans remembered most wasn't the broken prop. It was the way Katy Perry soared even when she was stuck. Sometimes it's not about the perfect performance. It's about how you handle the chaos when everything falls apart. The night was electric. Fans had waited months, some even years, to see Katy Perry live. The stadium pulsed with light and sound as the final act of the Witness tour began. The lights dimmed, the bass dropped, and then she appeared. High above the crowd, suspended from cables, Katy Perry floated into view, riding a sparkling giant insect prop with LED wings and neon antennae. It was a bold, whimsical, totally Katy moment. But just as the crowd began to scream, something happened that no one expected. The prop stalled midair. The wings twitched, then stopped. The insect jerked slightly to the side. And Katy? She was hanging there in full glitter costume, swaying 30 feet above the stage. At first, the audience thought it was part of the show. But backstage, it was chaos. Engineers were scrambling. Stagehands were on radios. Her tour manager looked like he'd seen a ghost. The crowd slowly grew quiet. Some fans began whispering, "Was she okay?" Then, through the speakers, Katy's voice echoed, This is not part of the show, just so you know. I'm stuck. Literally stuck. Like a bug on a windshield. The stadium erupted with laughter. And that's when she did something that turned a disaster into a defining moment. She kept performing. Katy cracked jokes, sang snippets of old songs a cappella, even asked fans where they were from. She used her situation as comedy fuel, saying, "Well, this is the most humbling moment of my career. Also, I hope someone's filming this." Spoiler, everyone was. But the cameras didn't just catch a stuck pop star. They captured Grace under pressure. Eventually, the rigging crew got control. The insect prop slowly lowered. Katy made a dramatic touchdown, bowed deeply, and shouted, "The show must go on. Even if your wings don't work." Within minutes, clips flooded Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. One fan tweeted, "Only Katy Perry could get stuck mid-air and still entertain an entire stadium. Iconic." Another wrote, "Imagine spending $300 to watch a pop star get stuck in a bug, and somehow it's still being the best concert of your life." Memes exploded. People photoshopped her into Spider-Man scenes. Others labeled her Queen Buggiance. The hashtags #KatyBugged and #Witness the Wings Fail trended worldwide. But it wasn't just fans. Music critics chimed in too. Rolling Stone wrote, "Katy Perry proved what it means to be a performer. Not by soaring, but by stumbling." Her insect mishap might be the best concert moment of 2018. Billboard praised her humor and control, calling the incident a masterclass in how to turn technical failure into emotional connection. Even late-night shows joined the conversation. Jimmy Fallon joked, "You know you're a superstar when even your stage fails have a fan club." Amid all the fun and memes, there was something deeper happening too. Many fans, especially young ones, posted emotional comments saying how much they admired Katy's attitude. They called her unbreakable, real, and a reminder that even stars get stuck sometimes. Some even said the moment inspired them. One fan commented, "I struggle with anxiety and fear of messing up." Seeing Katy handle that moment with such calm and humor, it made me feel like I can handle my own stuff too. In an interview weeks later, Katy finally addressed it. "Honestly, I was scared. But I've always believed that life isn't about perfect performances. It's about how you handle the unexpected. And if I can be stuck in a bug suit midair and still sing, anyone can handle their bad day."